Hi, my name's Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. Welcome to day 6 in my gentle yoga series, where we cultivate deep and even breathing by moving with our breath. Sometimes gentle movement is all we need to feel balanced and at ease. So let's get started today. We'll start seated, sitting cross-legged on our mat. And as always, you can sit up on a cushion or a block under your bum if that's more comfortable for you. We'll start today with some hip circles, rolling our shoulders back and down. We'll inhale, moving our body forward, arching in our back. Exhale, we'll hold on to our knees and round in our spine. Inhale, coming forward, chest open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, we'll bring our chin to our chest and squeeze our navel to our spine. One more time. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, leaning back. Back to center. And we'll repeat the same in the other direction. Moving with our breath here. And move at your own pace. Close your eyes if that feels good. Last one. And release back to center. Shoulders back and down. We'll inhale, bring our arms to a V. Exhale, arms to a W shape, keeping our elbows in line with our body. Inhale, V, tucking your chin in very slightly. Exhale, back to W. And again, one more time. Close your eyes. And release. We'll move our left ear to our left shoulder now and point our chin up to the ceiling, as much as feels good. Shoulders remain back and down. And we'll bring our attention into our belly, feeling it rise and fall with every breath, breathing with our abdomen. And release back to center, other side. Right ear to right shoulder and point your chin up to the ceiling. Any discomfort here, pull back. Again, bringing our attention to our belly, following our breath, breathing like we do when we move with our breath. And release. We'll make our way to tabletop now with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We're going to come to a neutral spine, so we're not arching in our back or curving in our spine. We'll come to a neutral spine, so we're drawing our belly button in to create a strong core. Inhale, we'll extend our left leg. Exhale, we'll extend our right arm. Inhale, we'll return our right hand to the mat. Exhale, we'll lower our leg. Other side. Inhale, we'll extend our right leg. Exhale, extend our left arm. Inhale, hand back down. Exhale, leg back down. And again, inhale, extend our left leg. Exhale, right arm out. Inhale, hand back. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, extend our right leg. Exhale, extend our left hand. Inhale, hand back to our mat. Exhale, knee down. Staying in our tabletop position, we'll turn our hands so that our fingertips point towards our knees. And we'll do 3 cat-cow movements here. Inhale, drop our belly, look up. Exhale, we'll round in our spine. And again, inhale, drop our belly, look up. Exhale, bring your chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. One more time, moving with our breath. And release. We'll open our knees as wide as our mat now and bring our big toes to touch and come forward into child's pose, drawing our chest to our mat, and we'll breathe deeply. We'll bring our attention to the contact our body is making with our mat. So our fingers, our palms, our forearms, our elbows, our forehead, our knees, our shins, the front of our foot and our toes. And release. We'll come back up to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes and we'll raise our hips up to come into down dog. In our down dog, we're drawing our chest to our mat and our tailbone to the ceiling. You can have a slight bend in your knees here if that feels better for you. Option to walk your feet out here, bending one knee and then the other and again. We'll step forward with our right foot between our hands. Option here to lower your left knee to the mat and untuck your toes. Or you can stay up in your lunge. Inhale, we'll draw a circle with our left hand. Exhale, we'll draw a circle with our right hand. Lowering our knee to our mat, untucking our toes, we come up in a lunge. In our lunge, our hips are in line with each other and our pelvis is tucked. Our right knee remains over our right ankle here. You can move your foot in to achieve this. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, we'll bring our arms to a V. Exhale, arms to a W. Inhale, arms to a V. Exhale, W. Inhale, arms to a V, opening to the right side of our mat. Exhale, W. And we lower our hands to our mat, tuck our back toes and step back to our down dog again. Before walking our hands to our feet, you can have a slight or a generous bend in your knees here, whatever feels better for you. Our shoulders are down away from our ears, and we'll hold on to the opposite elbow with each hand and rock from side to side if that feels good. In this ragdoll position, we're drawing our belly button to our spine. This protects our lower back. Continuing to breathe deeply. We lower our hands to our mat, walk our hands out, and we'll come back to tabletop. And we'll step our left foot between our hands. You can leave your knee down here, or you can tuck your toes and raise your knee. Inhale, we'll draw a circle with our left hand. Exhale, we'll draw a circle with our right hand. Lowering our knee to our mat, we'll untuck our toes and we'll raise our upper body. Our hips are squared to the front of our mat, pelvis tucked, shoulders back and down. If you feel unstable here, you can move your front foot out to the side of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms to V. Exhale, W. And again, inhale, V. Exhale, W. Inhale, opening to the left side. Bring your arms to V. Exhale, W. And release. We lower our hands to our mat and we'll step back to tabletop, checking that our hands are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. We'll drop our elbows here in the exact position our hands were in, and we'll clasp our hands together. We'll walk our knees back an inch or two and we'll come into puppy pose, bringing our forehead to our mat. Our knees are directly under our hips and we're drawing our chest to our mat here. Breathing deeply. Breathing long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release. We'll push ourselves back up to tabletop before coming up to a kneeling position. With our knees and our feet hip distance apart. Shoulders back and down, pelvis tucked. We'll extend our arms. Inhale, we'll lean back as much as feels good. Exhale, slowly come back to center. And again, we'll repeat this a few times, moving with our breath. On our exhales, we'll move as slowly as we can to come back to center. Last one. And release. We lower our hands to our mat, swivel our feet to one side, and we'll make our way to sitting on our mat with our legs extended. We'll bring our left foot to our right inner thigh, and we'll bind our right hand behind our back to touch our left elbow and lean forward. Our right foot is flexed and we're maintaining a straight spine, drawing our skull back to make sure that our head is in line with our spine, and we'll breathe deeply. Bringing our attention to our breath. And release. Other side, moving our right foot to our left inner thigh. Left hand behind our back to touch our right elbow. And we lean forward over our left leg, flexing our left foot. Both shoulders remain back and down, keeping our spine long and straight. And we'll breathe deeply. Breathing like we do when we move with our breath. And release back to center. We'll make our way to lying on our mat now. We'll bring our knees into our chest and hug our knees together and rock from side to side if that feels good. Bringing our attention to our breath. If we get lost in thought, we'll return our attention to our breath every time. Wherever our thoughts go, we'll say yes and return our focus to our breath. And release. We'll bring our feet behind our bum and we'll move our right knee into our chest. We'll hold on to the outside edge of our foot with our hand. We're aiming for our right shin to be perpendicular to our mat. You can hold on to the back of your thigh if that feels better for you. And we'll draw our knee to our armpit. If it feels good, we'll straighten our left leg on our mat, flexing our left foot and grounding our heel into our mat, keeping our left leg nice and strong. Breathing deeply, bringing our attention to our breath. If we get lost in thought, we'll say yes to wherever our thoughts go and return our attention to our breath every time. And release. We'll bring both feet behind our bum again, moving our right knee into our armpit, and we'll hold on to the outside edge of our left foot here, aiming to bring our shin perpendicular to our mat. Option here to hold on to the back of your thigh if that feels better, or the outside edge of your foot. And again, the option to straighten our right leg here, grounding our heel into our mat with our right foot flexed. And continuing to draw our left knee into our left armpit, breathing deeply, continuing with our yes meditation. When we get lost in thought, yes, and return our attention to our breath. And release. We'll bring our feet behind our bum, roll to one side and push ourselves back up to sitting. Sitting cross-legged on our mat, we'll bring our shoulders back and down. Inhale, we'll raise our right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll stretch to the left. Inhale, we'll flow to the other side. Exhale, we'll feel into the stretch, dropping our lower shoulder down away from our ear. Inhale, flow to the other side, and we'll stay here for a breath or two, making sure that our lower shoulder is away from our ear. You can move around in this position to find a spot that feels good to stretch. Looking up to your elbow if that feels good, or closing your eyes. We'll move to the other side now, moving around in this position to find a spot that feels good to stretch. Looking up to our elbow or closing our eyes. Find what works best for you. And release back to center. Inhale, we'll bring our shoulders up and back, tucking our chin in very slightly. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, squeezing our shoulders up and back, chin in. Exhale, release. One more time. And release. I hope you enjoyed day 6 and you'll subscribe to my channel to join me for day 7. Have a great rest of your day and thank you for practicing with me. If you enjoyed this practice, I've lots of gentle yoga videos on my channel. And I also do 10-minute morning yoga videos, so please subscribe. Thank you. Take care and bye.